So I agree with you that
Marriage 101.
Marriage 101, that's right. I agree with you that type of question is stupid.
It is
completely
stupid.
Because
not because it's a nonsensical situation, but it forces you to choose, and the idea is supposed to be like, oh my God, are you gonna be like, oh, heavenly good, or are you gonna be selfish? My answer is not for selfishness. And my answer is knowing what my husband would want.
But it proves the point, though, of what type of person you would be. Would you do the moral thing, or would you do
but what makes it moral?
Personal thing. The moral thing is if no person you knew or that you loved or cared about was in the mixture.
Well, let's take this idea of the person that can cure cancer. Mm-hmm. That they're not saying that that's the only person that knows the cure to cancer.
No, that's the only person. That's the rules I'm establishing.
Well, you established it after the fucking question. Doesn't count.
Well, but we don't know.
Don't even.
We don't know if they're a good person or a bad person, though.
They don't.
You know
what I mean? Know.
Like,
they could have killed a whole bunch of kids to do it.
Exactly. We don't know.
You don't answer that question on a moral standing. My answer is basically on a kill 4 or 1.
Yeah. What would you do?
And that's not me knowing that they're all bad or all good or my husband or family members. Yeah. I know what my husband would want, my family members would want.
But see, without context, everybody would choose the 5 to kill.
Well, I mean, if you're my husband, he just wants a higher killer count.
Well, yeah, but once context becomes apparent, then that's where people change their
if you're me, I just know what he would want.
Right.
Does that make sense? Like, so I hate those types of questions. Like, in a corporate, like, hey, we did a breakout and things like that. We were given that idea. So everybody in the table was on a raft. Mm-hmm. And you could either throw, by the way, there was no context. You could throw people out.
Right.
Or not.
No context.
Keep it flowing. No context. The context was us. So people are like, well, I have kids. I'm like, that's great. I don't. Why is my life less than yours?
Mm-hmm. But why do you automatically count yourself out?
And again, that's like the societal rule. Like, I don't have kids. I don't have blah, blah, blah. I have people who miss me, but I don't have progeny going forward. So a lot of people would consider that like she dies.
But is that the right thing?
And you should sacrifice yourself. And I just talked to people that were like, well, I have kids. I'm like, great. How old are they? Mm-hmm. Well, they're in their 20s. Right. Yeah. Like 2 of them were like, well, they're adults. I'm like, great. You're done. What? Yep. You're done. You grew them. You groomed them. Yeah. You raised them. Yep. So, no offense, fuck you, they'll be fine.
So because I have kids, that makes my life more important than yours.
I was more concerned about the person that just had a baby than the 2 people that had 20-year-olds.
Exactly.
And I guess one of my coworkers who was in my group for some reason was like, I know you don't have kids. My wife's pregnant. I'm like, congrats. I don't care. That's not even like a bad thing. I'm like, congrats.
She'll get your pension, buddy.
And he was like, so I don't think you should live. I'm like, why? Because I'm married and we don't plan to have kids.
Right. Does that make you less important now?
Right. It's like, give me a different reason. It's
exactly.
like, what? I'm like, give me a different reason that has nothing to do with kids.
Yep.
Because you don't know. I have a disabled mother. I help her.
Yeah,
I have
exactly.
a father that's getting increasingly disabled. I help them.
Yeah.
You know, they really care. I have a husband who did not have a great life, and being married to me is like a good portion of his life.
Those type of questions in a work setting, all they cause is dissension and separation. That's all it does, because then you get people that are like, well, fuck you, buddy.
And you know what? Honestly, just to finish the conversation, I went, yeah, fuck it. And I dived out of the fucking raft.
Bloop, I'm gone.
Which did not help the other 5 people there, because now they have to decide who are the 3 people that gets to live. And I'm like, you know what? I was like, I'm so tired. Take myself out of this equation. Shark!
Yeah, where's the sharks? I'm going to be swimming with them. All right. Enough of this moral shit. Let's get ready to watch Creep Show.
Okay, but we got to do like
the intro and everything. Yep. Okay.